Hey guys, Tim and Kyle here with Dad Smoking Cigars.
We really hope you enjoy this newest episode of Fresh Review Friday.
So sit back, grab a cigar, and enjoy. Hey guys, I'm Tim with Dad Smoking Cigars, and I've got this week's Fresh Review Friday for you. This week, the cigar I'm going to be reviewing is sold by Cigars Daily. It is one that they have named, custom labeled, custom banded. It is a barber pole, and it is known by none other than the Liga Zebra. Let's check it out. All right, guys, so let's jump into the cigar with a cut and light. If you look at it, you can see that it's got a beautiful band on it, and the construction and makeup of this one is pretty diverse, actually. So if you look at it, you'll see that the wrapper is Honduran EMS Maduro. The binder is Honduran. It's got a Dominican and Honduran filler, and it's more of a mellow to medium in body and strength. So let's go ahead and cut and light and get this bad boy going. As always, you guys hear say it every single time. Lotus Vertigo, the exclusive cigar accessory of Dad Smoking Cigars. I'm going to be using my Lotus lighter, the punch on the bottom of it for this one. Very light, creamy, a little bit of nuttiness to it. Let's light the bad boy up. So I'm going to be using the Tabletop Vertigo lighter. Absolutely love this thing. It is a closed foot, so it doesn't have a very easy dry draw because it's closed foot. Let's see what it takes to get this opened up, though. Loosen it up and go from there. So right off the bat, getting a lot of the lighter notes, a lot of the creaminess, a lot of creaminess. That's probably the most prominent flavor note right now. But there's also a little bit of nuttiness to it, very, very faint. But I'm excited to see how it goes. So we've cut, we've lit. I'm going to jump into the first third. I'll be back with you guys in a second. What's going on, guys? A new episode for this month only, known as Let's Decorate the HQ. So this week, real quick, I wanted to spotlight a couple things. One, we've got our hanging ornament that lights up, it sparkles, it's pretty, it's just so nice. The other thing is Bob the Cigar Guy.
Oh, I tell you what.
Who's a good buddy of ours here, Dad Smoking Cigars. We belong to a couple groups that he's a member of. He belongs to the Dad Smoking Cigars Nation. He's just a great guy. Him and Chief, awesome people. But he created ornaments that are wood. They're etched, carved, whatever you want to call it, engraved. Sure, one of those three words. Take whichever one you want and use it. But he made ornaments that say, Bob the Cigar Guy approved, Merry Christmas 2019. And then next to it is a little note from him that just says, hey, Tim, thanks for the support, Merry Christmas. And so I wanted to spotlight that. And if you have anything that you would like us to display here in the HQ for the month of December to celebrate the Christmas holiday, we would love to do it. Because remember, Christmas holiday comes after Thanksgiving. Not a single Christmas song was played in my house until Thanksgiving was done. If you played Christmas music before Thanksgiving, shame on you. You have your own preference. You're entitled to it, but I think you're wrong. But anyways, if you want to send us something, information's going to be down in the description. We'd love to spotlight it and just share our love with everybody this holiday season. Now, without any further ado, back to the show! All right, guys, I am back at the end of the first third, and I'm really enjoying it so far. That burn is doing really well. It started to get a little bit wonky. I didn't touch it up. I wanted to see how it truly performed, and it straightened itself out. And so recently, having reviewed another barber pole, you can check out our YouTube channel if you want to see that one. But I've got a pretty recent comparison, and I'm going to give this one, obviously, its fair shot all on its own. Don't want to compare one to another, just evaluate the cigar purely for the cigar. And it is performing well. The ash is holding on. For those of you that are listening on our podcast, there's about 1.5 inches worth of ash that's holding on for the cigar. The construction's doing well. The draw's doing great. Giving it a punch worked out really well. And the notes that I'm picking up are the creaminess, all that's still there from the beginning. The nuttiness is still there. It's hidden in the background a little bit more, or it's gone to the background a little more. And there's definitely some more notes of like woody notes, some cedar, and a little bit of spices coming in. So I'm hoping it transitions pretty well in the second third. We'll see. But I'll be back with you in just a second. All right, guys, time for this week's edition of Roll Call, where we get to give a shout out to everybody that subscribed newly to our channel this past week. Thank you to everybody that did. If you're not currently subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and click on that bell so you know every time we upload new content. This week, we'd like to thank Edward O'Neill. We'd like to thank Thomas R. We'd like to thank Castlebags World. And last but not least, we'd like to thank Danny Bidwell. So, thank you to everybody that jumped on board to subscribe to our content. If you have not subscribed, again, click that subscribe button. We would love it if you did so that you can see all the content that we release. And now, back to the show. Hey guys, I am back at the end of the second third of the Liga Zebra put out by Cigars Daily, and I'm really enjoying it. The second third did transition, and it transitioned in a way that I really enjoy it. I'm big on the more medium-bodied flavor notes. Now, I know you might go medium-bodied, that deals with like how strong the cigar is and nicotine, things like that. But it's full-flavored at a good medium-ish for medium-bodied. And so I like getting some of the raw flavors of like earthiness and nuts and things like that. This doesn't have any of the earthiness, but it's got a good strong nuttiness to it. There's still some of the creamy notes. It's not as prevalent, but it's there. But I've picked up a lot of a good solid nutty flavor. Almonds, like a roasted almond or a roasted hazelnut. I know some people might think those are, pretty different flavors, but there's definitely roasted mixed nuts in the flavor makeup currently in the flavor profile, and I'm really enjoying it. I did admittedly have to relight it once. I don't know if that was just because of my lack of attention to it, talking off camera with a friend, or what it was, but the burn, as you can see, is doing great. It's pretty much razor straight. You can just, the smoke keeps coming off of it. So it is doing really well in the second third. So I'm going to come back to you with my thoughts after the final third and let you know my score and everything on the Cigars Daily Liga Zebra. Be back in a second. All right, guys, I'm back with my closing thoughts on the Liga Zebra put out by Cigars Daily. It's a good stick. It's a good barber pole. As far as barber poles go, I really enjoyed it. It had some of the original flavor notes from the beginning come back, got a little bit creamy towards the end. Really, really prevalent vanilla flavor. Not sweet, overpowering vanilla, but a strong vanilla flavor was in the final third. And a lot of the nuttiness continued. Spice really didn't ramp up at all. I wondered if it would. It didn't ramp up. So this is a good cigar, guys. If you're looking to get into barber poles and haven't tried one before, this is a great one to try. But it's also one that if you're in the mild plus medium cigar range as far as your palate, what you prefer, this would be a good one to check out. I enjoyed it. Overall, I'm going to give my rating on this one an 89 because I did enjoy it. I did have to relight it again. And so it did take a couple relights for whatever the reason may be. It may just be this one. Don't just say that that's the same for all of these. It may have just been my experience, so don't discount them because of that. But those are my thoughts on the Cigars Daily Liga Zebra. And this was a 6x60. I enjoyed it. It was good. And so those are my thoughts. I'm Tim with Dad Smoking Cigars, and this has been another episode of Fresh Review Friday. As always, we'll see ya.
Hey guys, thank you again for tuning into Dad Smoking Cigars. We really hope you enjoyed this episode.
Don't forget to check out dadsmokingcigars.com. Follow us on Instagram at dads_smoking_cigars, and follow at Pacific Cigar Show. We'll see ya.